Chapter 11. The queue at the Victoria and Albert Museum was worse than they had feared, stretching north from the Exhibition Road entrance and around the corner of the building. Mounted police patrolled its length, allowing the children to come forward and pet their horses, which tolerated the experience. Agnes went up to one of the officers and engaged him in a brief conversation. He glanced over to where the two boys were standing with Gwen and Simon, then said something that made Agnes's shoulders sag slightly. She came back to them with an insincere smile that Gwen knew meant trouble. "Only 45 minutes to get in from this point," she chirped. "Aren't we lucky? He said it was quite the scene the other day when the King and Queen were here to open the exhibition." "That must have been exciting," said Gwen. "Remember, boys, anything with a Q is something worth waiting for. Agnes, why don't you pick up a guide from that vendor by the gate, and we'll spend our time figuring out which rooms we want to see the most." "We want to see the toys," shouted Ronnie, as John nodded vehemently in agreement. "And so you shall," said Gwen, "but no shouting, especially indoors." Agnes returned with a copy of the guide, which she handed to Gwen. Gwen opened it, and the three adults pored over it like a trio of generals in the war room. "Interesting," said Simon. "It's designed to keep you moving in the same direction as everyone else." "Which means you end up seeing everything," said Gwen. "But do we want to see everything?" asked Agnes. "More to the point, will the boys be patient enough to see everything?" "Look at that," said Simon. "The largest room is devoted to women's dresses." "Oh, I really want to see those," said Agnes eagerly. "So do I," said Gwen. "But look what's in the room right after them." "The toys," said Agnes with a sigh. "That's diabolical," said Gwen. "Any mother bringing a child will be dragged through the fashion exhibit like a water skier behind a speedboat." "This is where having an adult male on the expedition becomes invaluable," said Simon. The two women looked up at him, their faces suddenly hopeful. "Do you mean to say that you will volunteer to take them on ahead while we linger and admire the pretty dresses?"